Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? We have come to the end of our dungeon, if you remember last time, and we have that door that we need to get through. We've managed to fight our way all the way through up to this point. Whether we can get through this door is another matter. Well, actually, we can get through the door. It's whether we can deal with what's on the other side of the door. That is the real issue. So what we need to do is, first we want to go to Miscellaneous, and we want to take a look at the Golden Claw. So you take a look at that one, and we scroll in, and then we lift it up. Now, the bit that we're looking at is these symbols here. So we've got an owl, then a moth, and then a bear. So those are the ones that we need to remember. An owl on the inside, then a moth, and then a bear. So we activate that one, and it goes around to the moth, and then it goes around again to the owl, and then a moth on this one. Go to there. So we're going to have to move this 2 points on each one, aren't we? And then it's a bear on the outer ring. Move that one round. And again. See, they obviously, when they locked it last time, they moved them all round once. And then you go here, and this will put the dragon claw, the golden claw, right into the middle, and it will open it. There we go. That worked beautifully. So we've opened the door, and now we can advance. Now, what are we going to find within? This is the big question. Now, a few people did say that it was a bit jerky on the recording, and I agree, it does seem to be a little bit jerky on the playback. So I'm just going to tweak the settings a minute, the graphic settings just a second, and see if we can't do something about this. I'm getting maximum frame rate, so it's nothing to do with frame rates and performance. So I'm not quite sure what it is. So let me just take a look a moment. Well, there's not actually a great deal I can do to alter the settings very much, but I've tweaked a few things, so maybe it will help. We will see. Now, what untold horrors await us in here? Now, I have actually been told, a few people have been giving me some tips about different things that I can do, and one of those tips is I should sneak. And if I can sneak and I can put an attack in whilst sneaking, I get a bonus to the first hit if I'm using the sneak. So I've got to remember to try and do that more. The more I sneak, the better it will be for me. So I do need to try to remember to do that. There's going to be something up there. That's kind of where the big thing is. But if I sneak up here, there's nothing in there. It's up that way that there's going to be something nasty, I'm sure of it. Going to be something, yeah, up on the top there. I don't actually think that sneaking is going to help me at this point, so we can just take it, we can wander around and have a look here. We do need to keep an eye on the floor for any traps, anything like that. Something is going to turn up there, and we're going to have to try and defeat it, I'm sure of it. It's been a long time since I started a new playthrough of this game, so I'm genuinely not sure. I actually can't remember. Doesn't seem to be anything here, to be honest. Bits of water there. There's no sign of traps. There's no sign of oil on the ground. There's going to be something up there. I'm going to sneak now. There's going to be something there. No. You know, there really isn't. We will go over here and we'll take a look at this. We absorb our first word of power. Force, unrelenting force. Find the secret of Blackfall's Barrow. Bring the claw to Lucan. Right, so we've done that one. That's done. And there's something in there. There is something in there that we've got to do. I believe that's actually the person that we've got to fight in just a moment. But before we do that, if we go here, we go to magic. Then we've got our shouts now. And we go to that one. So we've got unrelenting force. So what I'm going to do with that one is I'm going to favourite that one. Oh, use dragon souls to unlock. We don't actually have any dragon souls, so we can't do anything with it. So that doesn't really matter then. So we want to go up here, and there he is. Can I get... No, he's seen me anyway. So I should be shooting him as fast as I can. And he's hitting me. I can do that and then shoot him. That's what I was told. I can hit him with the bow and then shoot him. But I'm going to try to take this guy out with the bow. If I can. Run, 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 run. He He keeps shouting at me, which is not very nice. You know, I really think that we should try to get along a little better. Ooh, is he stuck? Are we going to cheat this? Are we going to cheat our way through this? No, he's not stuck. Ah, I missed. Oh no, I didn't. Did I get him or not? I'm not sure. While he's busy doing that, get him. Oh, did I take him? I did. I took him down. Not bad at all. I'm impressed. Right, search him. We have the Dragonstone, which is kind of that's the one that we needed. Farengar, he wanted the Dragonstone. Amethyst, gold, ancient Nord arrows, and an ancient Nord greatsword of cold. So that's actually quite a good sword. It's a great sword, so it's not one that we will be using. However, it's still a good sword. Right, we've got a petty soul gem, a weak frenzy potion, poison, whatever it was. A load of linen wraps there. There's the chest here we want to search through. So we've got an iron shield. Now, we've got plenty of carry weight now, so we'll take the iron shield and the helmet. We'll take the gold, the scroll of harmony, necklace of minor alchemy. Created potions are 12% more powerful. We will definitely keep that one forever. Well, for at least for a while. Staff of fury. Creatures and people up to level 4 will attack anything nearby for 60 seconds. 800 gold's worth. Nice. Novice robes of restoration. Okay. That wasn't a bad lot of loot, really. I'm quite pleased with that. And now we've got to get out of here. So, is there anything else in this room that we want to get before we leave? Because we ain't coming back. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. We are done. Okay, there doesn't look to be anything else that we want to get. We will just check around for, the usual mushrooms and stuff like that, but there doesn't seem to be anything. So we can leave. Now, sometimes you also get like a bonus chest in the room behind. Very, very occasionally. It doesn't always happen, but sometimes you do occasionally get a little tiny bit of extra loot just behind. So activate that handle there, and it will open this door. Right, we will creep here. We will sneak. We'll use a sneak. The one thing that disappointed me about this game is you can't pick those lanterns up and use them to light your way. I always found that marginally disappointing, really. And you can't get up. Well, actually, I think, can you get up to this point? I don't remember if you can get up here or not, but you can't actually go down through there. That's like a dead end point. So this is where you start out your adventures. And we can exit up there. But there is another chest here. And 60 gold. Potion of Minor Magica. Potion of the Night. Increase heavy armor skill by 10 points for 60 seconds. And a steel warhammer. That is a warhammer. I think a warhammer is one-handed, actually. I'm not quite sure. But anyway, its value is 110, so we take it with us. And we will desecrate this altar as well by taking all of the flowers that are on here. And that one there. We're not going to take the skull, because we don't currently have a house to decorate with a skull. And so, yeah, we won't worry about it. It would be nice if we could, and we will eventually get a house, but we don't have a house just yet. Combat-based magic only improves when used against valid opponents. Right. Okay, so we didn't actually come out to that place previously, and we're at a brand new point right here. I don't think we've actually been here. Is that close to Riverwood down there? Is it Riverwood? Yeah, Riverwood. But no, we're not close to Riverwood. We're over near this lake over here. And in actual fact, our house that we can build in the range, it's in the Falkreath or Falkreath, I think. They actually own the land, and you build the house over here somewhere, so you overlook this same lake. Now, I think we're just going to fast travel straight over to Riverwood to save any messing around. Now, you've always got to be careful going into Riverwood, because there's always the chance that you'll encounter a dragon there when you do. If you encounter a dragon as you get to Riverwood, chances are he's going to kill half the residents there, and it's really, really annoying when he does that. You really don't want them to do that. So what time is it? It's late o'clock, whatever late o'clock is. There's the Riverwood trader. He's probably locked. Oh, no, he's not. I don't actually know what time it is. Easy way to find out what time it is, just press T. 2:57 a.m. Okay, so it's in the middle of the night, but he's still here.
Show those thieves not to steal from Luke and Valerius.
Okie dokie.
The sooner you find the claw, the sooner our lives can get back to normal.
I have the golden claw.
You found it! There it is! Strange. It seems smaller than I remember. Funny thing, huh? I'm gonna put this back where it belongs. I'll never forget this. You've done a great thing for me and my sister.
no worries. Okay, I really want the golden claw now. I wonder if I... See, I can now take gold. Because I'm friendly with him, I can now just help myself, the stuff that's in his house, stuff that's lying around.
Thank you so much for taking care of those thieves. The Riverwood trader is back to the way it used to be.
You look at these potions here. That one, value 300. Value 96 is too much for me to steal, but value 17, I can just take that. I can help myself. He's going to be quite happy for me to take those things and use them. So there's this kind of... It's great when you get you earn some friends.
We're the only people around who aren't complete fools.
Charming.
Riverwood trader is everything you need in a general store.
Right.
Some may
what
call
have you
this
got
junk.
for sale?
Me, I call them treasures.
Treasures. Yeah, I'm sure you do. Right. Okay, get to the point. We want to sell you some stuff. So we've picked up some weapons while we were away. We've got the ancient Nord Greatsword of Cold. Now we can get 48 gold for this if we sell it to him. Or now this is, you know, I think we will keep it. We'll do what I normally do. We will keep it, and we will rip it apart on an altar, an enchanting altar, so that we can learn the enchantment on it. And that's kind of what we do. The first enchantment you find with a lot of these things, if you can learn the enchantment, it's great, because then you don't have to worry about it. Now, an ancient Nord sword, damage is 7. Our steel sword down here, damage 7 as well. So the ancient Nord can go, as I'd rather have 2 steel swords rather than 2 different ones, so we'll sell that one. And we're using the hunting bow, aren't we? So that's the one. We've got to keep the hunting bow. Iron arrows, we don't get anything for selling them. Iron daggers, we've got 4 of those, so we sell those. The iron swords, we want to get rid of them now. The longbows, now the damage 12 from those, 14 from the hunting bow, so we want to get rid of the 3 longbows we've picked up. Those are 10 gold each. The pickaxe we need to keep. The staff of fury, now... Creatures and people up to level 4 will attack anything nearby for 60 seconds. I don't think that you can disenchant a staff. I think that you can't do anything with it other than use it or sell it. So I'm going to keep it... Actually, no, I don't even want that enchantment. I'm never going to use that enchantment. So we will sell that one. 265 gold. That puts us up to 1,914 gold. We want to keep the steel swords. The steel warhammer, we'll sell that one. And the woodcutter's axe, we will keep. So then we move on to apparel. So hide braces we're using. The hide helmet of major archery we're using. So we sell that hide helmet. Then imperial light armor can sell. Light boots and light helmet can all be sold. Iron helmets, armor 16, but then we've got that one with the major archery. Bows do 25% more damage. We're not going to be able to make ourselves something that does that much extra damage from bows for quite a while. So we're not going to disenchant that helm. We're going to keep hold of it. So we're going to get rid of the iron helmet. But as we are going... Bows... Well, we'll get to that. So let's just sell those. Bows... it looks like we're going to be wanting to do a lot of sneaking. From what people have been telling me, I need to do a lot of sneaking. So I'm going to be wanting light armor, not heavy armor, because it's quieter. So novice robes of restoration. Restoration spells cost 12% less. Magicka regenerates faster. I'm not going to be using those. Silver garnet rings. I could enchant those to make them a lot more valuable, and you sort of, it becomes useful later on, so we'll keep those for now. And they're also very light, so we're not going to sort of lose anything from them. Frostbite venom, but it does 5 points damage to health and stamina for 4 seconds. It's kind of, it doesn't really do a lot. It's I've never really found a decent use for it, so we sell that. Magicka, again, I don't tend to do very much in the way of casting spells and stuff while I'm journeying and adventuring, so I'm going to sell all of those. Stamina we'll keep. Resist cold. Resist frost damage for 60 seconds. Alright, we'll keep hold of some resist potions. I generally try to have 5 of each in my bag so that I've got several. Potion of the Night, heavy armor, skill. So, again, it might be useful. But as we're going to go for light armor, we're probably not going to end up using it. And then you have the weak frenzy, and you have weak paralysis. Now, paralysis is actually a really, really good one. Frenzy, I very rarely used that one, so I'll sell that one. I'd rather have the gold, to be honest. Then we're on the scrolls. We're going to keep the scrolls. Oh, Scroll of Harmony. What's this? All targets in the area that fail to resist are paralyzed for 10 seconds. Ooh. Oh, I sold a scroll. I didn't actually mean to do that. That one there. Creatures and people up to level 12 won't fight for 60 seconds. Pretty good, but, you know, we sold it now. We can get it back from him for 1,500 gold. See, they really do screw you over. You can't you can't ever think that the traders are out to help you out, because they're really not. They are out to make their own money. So we just need to sort of look through and see if there's anything that we want to get. We've got some iron ore here, and I actually like to get all the iron ore that I can. I always buy up any iron ore that I find. We've got plenty of lockpicks. We're not going to need to worry about those. And we will just take a look at his weapons and apparel and see if he's got anything that we want to use. And I'm not seeing anything here other than what I've sold him. So what about weapons? And we could go for iron battle axes. I'm going to stick with swords this time. I'm going to stick with 2 swords because they're easier to carry, plus my bow. So what we're really looking for is a decent bow that any kind of decent bow that turns up at the traders, but he doesn't have one, so
till next time.
We're done. We're done with... Oop, no, I didn't want to do that. Open to Skyrim. Now we're going to go over to the inn, and we're going to rest for the night, or for what's left of the night. There's not a lot left of the night, to be honest, but we will go in here to the Sleeping Giant, and we will sleep. Then we will fast travel over to Whiterun. Sometimes when I'm playing myself, I do actually walk quite a lot of distance. I walk all over the place. But today, we're not going to, and it's not him that I want to speak to, is it? It's his wife that I want to speak to. She's the one that lets me have the room, if I can find her. She's not here. She's done a runner. And, well, actually, is that, that's not my bed. There was a bed. We had one of these beds, didn't we? No, it wasn't that one. Yeah, it's we've already lost. Was it? Or maybe it was him that we need to speak to.
We got rooms and food. Drink
Innkeeper,
too. I cook. Ain't much else to
magic.
tell.
What have you got for sale?
Let's sate that appetite,
Okay, so it's not here. I could have. So it's not him. Oh, where's the innkeeper?
Out. She owns the place. She does what she wants.
Ah, okay. So how do I
Inn's
went?
closed. Bar's still open though.
Well,
Feel
you're just
free
charming.
to sit and put your head down on the table for as long as you like. I won't bother you. Until next time.
Okay. I'm not going to use the alchemy table either. I'm just going to go. Got to stop doing that. Got to stop pulling your weapon. If you take your weapon out in front of people in Skyrim, they sometimes get quite nervous and they do get upset with you. So there's nothing else happening here. Oop, I don't want to do that either. I want to press this button, and we're going to fast travel to Whiterun. We're going to go straight to Whiterun itself rather than the actual top of the city, and we'll go and look at the top of the city in the morning. We're going to take a look around Whiterun, and we're going to work any iron or anything that we've got. Now, what I do like to try to do is very, very early in the morning at the moment. We also could go and see the healer, because I was told that we do actually have an illness, and we did find out about that. But if you take a look here at the magic, at the moment we don't have the spell that I want to learn. There's not restoration or destruction. It's actually, you know, I genuinely don't know what the spell is. If we go into skills, you got destruction, restoration, alteration. It's an alteration spell, and cast novice level alteration spells for half magicka. I might actually take that one there and spend a point on that at some point. But yeah, I want to get the transmute gold one, where you turn iron into silver and then silver into gold. It's a really, really good one, and I'd like to use it.
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. More inside.
Right,
I don't claim to be the best blacksmith in Whiterun. Jorland Greymane's got that honor. Man's steel is legendary.
Do you work the forge all day?
Aye, that I do. I've got to, if I hope to be as good as Jorland Greymane someday. In fact, I just finished my best piece of work. It's a sword. I made it for the Jarl, Balgroof the Greater. It's a surprise. I don't even know if he'll accept it, but... Listen, could you take the sword to my father, Proventus Avenici? He's the Jarl's steward. He'll know the right time to present it to him.
I'll do it.
Thanks.
Okay, so we need to deliver a sword up the top, which is actually quite a good thing. So if we just...
Plenty. I'd say we're prosperous enough. Most folk don't go hungry, if they're willing to work hard. The city's ruled by the Jarl up in Dragon's Reach. That's the fortress there, up on the tall hill. But you're probably more interested in your Vasker, Mead Hall of the Companions. Their deeds of war and valor are legendary.
Right, she doesn't actually have anything else to tell me.
Don't forget
Maybe
to check inside the shop if you need anything.
Maybe once she comes over here, she will actually be able to sell me something, because she very often has weapons and stuff, and then I think it's her husband who works the shop as well.
Have you met my father? He's a steward up at Dragon's Reach. I help my father in more ways than people realize.
So we can't buy anything from her at the moment. Oh, that's because it's still not open. What time is it? It's 7:05. I think things open at 8 o'clock. This is the house that we want. Breeze home. We need to get the key for that at some point soon. And if everything is still closed up, we may as well just head up to Dragon's Reach. Yeah, it's all closed at the moment. So we can't buy or sell anything. So if we go, we'll go... Oh, I don't want to do that either. I want to run. There we go. So we will head up towards Dragon's Reach. And when we get up there, we can speak to Farengar, the court wizard. And I would also like to try to learn...
Helgen. Destroyed by a dragon. Hard to believe, isn't it?
Yep. I can't remember where you get the transmute spell from. And that transmute spell is absolutely invaluable for leveling up your blacksmithing. Because you turn the iron into gold, and working gold jewellery levels up your blacksmithing level a lot faster than working iron. So that's what we want to do. We need to get that. Right, we've got nobody here. Everybody's still in bed. It's 7 o'clock in the morning, people. For goodness sake, wake up.
See?
Ah, right, he's here.
The terminology is clearly First Era or even earlier. I'm convinced this is a copy of a much older text. Perhaps dating to just after the Dragon War. If so, I could use this to cross-reference the names with other later texts.
Good. I'm glad you're making progress. My employers are anxious to have some tangible answers.
Oh, have no fear. The Jarl himself has finally taken an interest, so I'm now able to devote most of my time to this research.
Time is running, Farengar, don't forget. This isn't some theoretical question. Dragons have come back.
Yes, don't worry. Although the chance to see a living dragon up close would be tremendously valuable. Now, let me show you something else I found. Very intriguing. I think your employers may be interested as well. Ah, yes, the Jarl's protege. Back from Bleak Falls Barrow. You didn't die, it seems. Ah, the Dragonstone of Bleak Falls Barrow. Seems you are a cut above the usual brutes the Jarl sends my way.
Dragon. Okay, so I'm a cut above the others. I'm pretty sure that woman over there is actually the innkeeper. We'll see.
That is where your job ends and mine begins. The work of the mind, sadly undervalued in Skyrim. My associate here will be pleased to see your handiwork. She discovered its location by means she has so far declined to share with me. So your information was correct after all. And we have our friend here to thank for recovering it for us.
You went into Bleak Falls Barrow and got that? Nice work. Just send me a copy when you've deciphered it.
Farengar, you need to come at once. A dragon's been sighted nearby. You should come too.
A dragon? How exciting. Where was it seen? What was it doing?
I'd take this a bit more seriously if I were you. If a dragon decides to attack Whiterun, I don't know if we can stop it.
Okay. Dragon attack next. Oh, I need to speak to you.
I serve Jarl Balgruuf as steward.
Yeah, I'll have to speak to him in a minute.
So, Irileth tells me you came from the western watchtower?
Yes, my lord.
Tell him what you told me about the dragon.
Oh, that's right. We saw it coming from the south. It was fast. Faster than anything I've ever seen.
What did it do? Is it attacking the watchtower?
No, my lord. It was just circling overhead when I left. I never ran so fast in my life. I thought it would come after me, for sure.
Good work, son. We'll take it from here. Head down to the barracks for some food and rest. You've earned it. Irileth, you'd better gather some guardsmen and get down there.
I've already ordered my men to muster near the main gate.
Good. Don't fail me. There's no time to stand on ceremony, my friend. I need your help again. I want you to go with Irileth and help her fight this dragon. You survived Helgen, so you have more experience with dragons than anyone else here. But I haven't forgotten the service you did for me in retrieving the Dragonstone for Farengar. As a token of my esteem, I have instructed Avenici that you are now permitted to purchase property in the city. And please, accept this gift from my personal armory.
I should come along. I would very much like to see this dragon.
No, I can't afford to risk both of you. I need you here working on ways to defend the city against these dragons.
As you command.
One last thing, Irileth. This isn't a death or glory mission. I need to know what we're dealing with.
Don't worry, my lord. I'm the very soul of caution.
Right. We have a dragon to go after. Before we do that, let's just have a quick look at what we were given. I didn't actually see if it came up anywhere. From the personal armory, Balgruff's greatsword. I don't want a greatsword. I'm not going to do anything with it. So we're going to end up selling that one. We're not going to want to use it. So I don't think there's anything else that we want to do at the moment. We've got this one. Target takes 5 points of frost damage to health and stamina. That might actually be useful. I have an idea. I have an excellent idea.
I envy you the chance to see this dragon up close.
Alright,
I've seen you
want to
helping
just
the
speak
Yard.
to him.
If only all visitors to Whiterun were as noble.
I serve Jarl
Proventus
Balgruff as steward.
Avenici.
The Jarl is, as you can imagine, very busy. Perhaps I can assist you.
I have a sword for you from your daughter.
From Adrian? Ah, this must be that weapon for the Jarl. Poor girl. So eager to prove herself. I'll present it to Balgruff when his mood is agreeable. Thank you. Please, take these few coins for services rendered.
20 gold. Oh, Balgruff's greatsword removed. So that's the one that we needed to deliver. We can purchase a house in the city for 5,000 gold.
Enjoy your visit to Dragon's Reach.
We don't have 5,000 gold. So what did he give us from the armory? And we've got steel swords. So it can't have been any of those. Ancient Nord bow. Oh, we're using the Ancient Nord bow now, aren't we? So we could sell the hunting bow. So it must have been... hide armor of minor restoration. Restoration spells cost 12% less to cast. That must be what we were given. I can't see there was anything else here. No, there isn't. Right, so that must have been what it was. It was that hide armor, but hide armor is very much the same as what we've already got. So if we go over here and we use the Arcane Enchanter.
Close.
To enchant an item, you must have an enchantment. Yes, we know all that. Right. Now, I don't have any enchantments learned at the moment, so I go to disenchant first. Now, we've got hide armor of minor restoration. So restoration spells cost 12% less to cast. I'm not going to use restoration spells. Not really. I use the healing spell a little bit, but I don't tend to do very much in the way of magic. So I'm going to keep that one and I'm going to sell it. I would prefer to get the money for it. The major archery one, I want to get another one with the archery enchantment so that I can make some rings and stuff with it, and I'm not going to do anything with that one. The minor alchemy at the moment, created potions 12% more powerful. I'd rather keep that one as it is. So we've only got the Great Sword of Cold. We can destroy this one and learn the Cold enchantment. So we've learnt that one. So then if we come down here and we go to the enchantment and we click on frost damage, insufficient charge for enchantment. Oh, that's because we don't have any soul gems with souls in them. That's the next thing that we want to learn. So if we speak to Farengar, and I thought it was Farengar, but it's not, it's Farengar, and we go, what have you got for sale? Now, hopefully he will have, he's got apparel, conjuration, destruction, illusion, books here, spell tome, bound battle axe, calm. I think that this teaches you the spell. If it's a spell tome, I think it actually teaches you it, which would be really useful. So conjure familiar, courage, fast, healing. Heals the caster 50 points. Fear, fire, rune, firebolt, flames. There's loads of different ones here. And we've already got healing. So I'm curious if we can find the one that will teach us stone flesh. It doesn't. There isn't one here to teach us. But soul trap. If target dies within 60 seconds, fills a soul gem. It's really good if you can get that one onto a weapon, but I don't think that it works like that. I'm not really sure how these do work. Creates a magic sword for 120 seconds, sheath it to dispel. So some of these are going to be... Let's buy one of these and see. So spell tome flames. I don't know if we got flames. We'll have a look at that in a minute. So that one's got a greater soul gem, greater. That actually has a greater soul in it. that has a grand soul in it, that has a common soul in it. So I'm just going to go with a common soul at the moment. I'm going to buy that one. And if we look at books, we want to get one that is reasonably cheap, I guess. Heals a caster 10 points per second. I don't want that. Let's go fast healing. Heals the caster for 50 points. That might be useful, I suppose. I don't think there's any others unless I do cast on a nearby. No, I don't want to do that. What about lightning bolt? A bolt of lightning that does 25 points of shock damage to health and half that to magicka. No. Flames. Oh, that does 8 points per fire. But blast of fire does 25 points of damage. Target's on fire. Okay, let's try that one. So we take that one, and then I want to see what it does. Do you learn it, or do you use it? That's the thing. So we go down, and we go to books, and then spell, tome, firebolt. New spell learned, firebolt. So that gives you the spell. It teaches you the spell, which is actually really, really cool. And the spell that I want isn't here.
Spells and incantations for those with the talent to guess them.
The spell that I want is the... is it... I can't remember what it is. Is it transmutation? I think it's transmutation. But there isn't a transmutation here. And we've got sparks. We've got soul trap. So I can learn the spell for soul trap. But that's not the one that I actually want. I'm going to buy it anyway. And, you know, just because it might be handy to have that one on me. But whether I can actually use it as an enchantment, I don't think I can. And I need to press I to bring that one up. And then the books. And then spell tome, soul trap. So I've learned a new spell, soul trap. Now I go to the arcane enchanter. And enchantment, you don't actually learn it as an enchantment you can put on an item, which is a real shame. So we got a common soul gem. So what we do is we go frost damage. And then we go to the... Oh, hang on. We need to do it like this. So, target takes 10 points of frost damage to health and stamina. I could actually lower this down, and it gives you more charges on your bow, which would be better. If I go 5 points of frost damage, and that is 54 charges. That's actually pretty good. So, we'll do that. And then I go for the soul gem. I go for that one. And then item, and it's going to go on my ancient Nord bow. So then you just click R to craft, and we're done. So, enchanting is now gone to 17. And we've leveled up a little bit. That's all there is to it. That's it. That's enchanting. But we don't have very much in the way of enchanting things. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go to the alchemy lab very quickly, and apparel. We're going to put on our necklace of minor alchemy, just so that we've got it on while we use the alchemy lab. And we want not fortify health, we want restore health. Blue mountain grass and wheat. We can craft this one. I can make 3 of those. That's all I'm going to worry about at the moment. There's no others here that I fortify conjuration doesn't really... I mean, actually, that's got a combination of a couple different ones, so that might give... And 266. That's actually pretty good. Okay, so let's make a couple of those. That's going to level our alchemy pretty quickly. And one more. There. Yes, I want to quit alchemy. Let's not worry about any more of that. We will go and speak to Farengar again. And what have you got for sale? You kind of need to cycle through this pretty quickly. When you're dealing with... right, we can't actually sell him anything that I want to sell him. So
you know, if you've got the aptitude, you should join the mages college.
When you're sort of dealing with leveling up a profession and dealing with traders and that, you do keep hopping backwards and forwards between the trader and the profession and the trader and the profession, and over and over and over. It does take a little while to sort of do that, but eventually you get there. Right. Right, it's taking its sweet time, but we're getting there. Okay, so we need to go outside. We are heading all the way over here. So our closest point is here at the Whiterun Stables. So if we fast travel to the Whiterun Stables a minute, we can then start running from there. And we'll go straight over to the tower. There is a dragon attacking. We need to be very careful of the dragon attacking. We've got just enough time, I think, to deal with the dragon and then head back home. So we want to head over this way. And we will go... We're not going to run too fast. We want to be ready. We've got... Oh, no, I don't want to do that. I want to have... my bow ready. Now, this has got frost damage on it now, which means that with the frost damage on it, I'm also going to pick flowers. I know the Empire is threatened, and I'm picking flowers. That's just what I'm like, you know. It's just a stress relief thing. That's all it is. Don't hassle me over it. Please don't hassle me over it. There's a butterfly there. Catch the butterfly. Catch the butterfly. Never mind the dragon. Never mind everybody is going to die. Catch the butterfly. And there's one more butterfly down there. There we go. Right, here are all the people, so I'm guessing the dragon is nearby.
Right now, but it sure looks like he's been here. I know it looks bad, but we've got to figure out what happened. And if that dragon is still skulking around somewhere. Spread out and look for survivors. We need to know what we're dealing with.
Okay. Where is the dragon? I'm pretty sure he comes back. I'm 99% certain that the dragon comes back. Western watchtower discovered.
No, get back. It's still here somewhere. Rocky and Todd just got grabbed when they tried to make a run for it.
Really? Okay, I'm going in here.
Kinnereth, save us. Here he comes again.
Oh.
Here he comes. Find cover and make every arrow count.
Where is he? I don't see him. We've got to kill the dragon. Where is he? Okay, I'm going to run over here, and you cannot get too close to other people. You've got to be very, very careful when you're in battle, because if you accidentally shoot someone, they get very angry with you, and they then will start attacking you as well, which is really not what you want. He's over there. Mermolnia. Right, so he's cooking people fairly rapidly. I need to make these arrows count because I don't have very many of them, so I'm just going to let him land again before I try another attack. You cannot get too close to them. Their fire really does hurt. Right, they really do hurt. Oh, I missed. I got him with the first one. I got him with my first arrow, but I didn't get him with my second one. You've got to find a good place to go. Now, I've got to be really careful here. If I accidentally shoot one of those people, I am going to be in serious trouble. Although I don't think it really matters because it looks like they're all dead. So he's taken some damage now. The dragon's definitely taken some damage. My frost thing, I think, is actually working quite well. This is quite good. Did he just dip into the ground? Get him, get him. Nice. Nice, and he's not going for me yet. I'm not going to attack yet. That was close, mind. It was close. There he is. He's swinging around. He's going around behind the tower. Oh, he's landed over there. Let's move up close. Ooh. Shoot. Get him. He's gonna go. He's gonna shoot. Get in away from the. Get away from it. Okay, I'm going to the top of the tower. I think this is my best bet. Oh, fire coming in here. Get up to the top of the tower. Get up to the top of the tower. I think this is my best bet. Where is he? He's over this side. I can't get close enough. Gotta be. Ah, there he is. Now I can see him. I can shoot down. Whoa! He actually shot. He actually burned me from the ground. Careful. There he is. I can see him. Take him down. Take that brute down. I'm down to iron arrows now. This is not good. But I got him. See, there's no animation. I'm too far away to actually see him. And he's dead. Right, let's go and investigate that dragon. This is fantastic. We've taken him out. There's nothing up here for us to worry about at the moment. So let's run down and go and see him. Where is it?
What's happening?
Everybody,
there it is.
Get back.
Search Mermolnia. Okay, this is one of the coolest bits of the game when you gain a dragon soul. Alright. Use the shouts section of the magic menu to equip your unrelenting force shout. Okay, right, now we search this guy. We can get some steel arrows, some ancient Nords, Whiterun guard's helmet. You get dragon bones. Very useful, very valuable. Gold, guard armor, fur boots. We'll take the lot. We'll take everything. All of it. Hi. How you doing? Yeah, I'm going to use my new shout a minute. Go to magic, and we go to shouts. Unrelenting force. There. Your voice is raw power, pushing aside anyone or anything that stands in your way. And I think if I favourite that one there... Right, now you use Z to shout.
Foos!
Like that. Fantastic. Such fun using that.
I can't believe it. You're Dragonborn.
I'm what? Dragonborn? What do you mean?
In the very oldest tales, back from when there were still dragons in Skyrim, the Dragonborn would slay dragons and steal their power. That's what you did, isn't it? Absorb the dragon's power.
I don't actually know.
Well, you can shout now. You couldn't before, right? That can only mean one thing. You must be Dragonborn.
Dragonborn? What are you talking about?
That's right. My grandfather used to tell stories about the Dragonborn. Those born with the dragon blood in them. Like old Tiber Septim himself.
I've never heard of Tiber Septim killing any dragons.
There weren't any dragons then, idiot. They're just coming back now for the first time in forever. But the old tales tell of the Dragonborn who could kill dragons and steal their power. You must be one.
What do you say, Irileth? You're being awfully quiet. Come on, Irileth. Tell us. Do you believe in this Dragonborn business?
Some of you would be better off keeping quiet than flapping your gums on matters you don't know anything about. Here's a dead dragon, and that's something I definitely understand. Now we know we can kill them. But I don't need some mythical Dragonborn. Someone who can put down a dragon is more than enough for me.
You wouldn't understand, Housecarl. You ain't a Nord.
I've been all across Tamriel. I've seen plenty of things just as outlandish as this. I'd advise you all to trust in the strength of your sword arm over tales and legends.
That was shouting, what you just did. Must be. You really are Dragonborn, then.
Okay. Well, these guys seem quite pleased, and I kind of like this idea. She seems less than impressed. Right, well, we'll let her carry on. She seems bitter more than anything. I wonder if it's because I got the power and she didn't. So, this is our new power. We can now do this.
Foos!
Foos! Which is absolutely fantastic. Absolutely brilliant. Roll. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Right, there is Pray. Let's take it out. Double shot. Look at that. Straight through. Missed! No way! I thought it was going to take it down. I really did. Okay, we want to run and see if we can take that one down. We've wounded it. We've wounded it, so we just need to finish it off now. If we can get close enough. Got it! And that time I took it out. Did you see that? I actually took it out. It's really difficult to get the second shot because they run so fast. It is really, really difficult to take the second shot. So deer hide, small antlers, venison, and some arrows. Brilliant. We're not going to get that guy over there. He's running way too fast. Unless he gets hung up on something. Sometimes, very rarely, they do actually get hung up on something, and so you can just go and you can get rid of it, you can dispatch them. But usually that's not the case. Usually you don't really have a hope. They just keep running and running and running. What's going on? What was that? Okay, I don't actually know what that was, and it was quite terrifying. I missed. Point blank, and I missed. That's terrible. I missed again. Okay, we're just going to let that one go, because I'm feeling generous. I don't think it would be very nice for us to take him out. It's got nothing to do with the fact that I can't catch him. And we're going to go back to the castle, but we have actually run out of time for today, so we will continue exploring the depths of this great mystery in next week's episode. And I think we've got time for 2 more episodes before Destiny 2 comes out, and then we'll be switching over to playing that one, and we may come back to Skyrim at a later date. But anyway, if you enjoyed this episode, please head down below and give me a like, and if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me, get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. But until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.